Hello and welcome to the Summer Sessions, a podcast where we revisit movies from our childhood. It's a show where we talk about our nostalgia behind these movies, how they got made, and just how well they hold up when rewatching them in the present day. I am one of your hosts, Nick Warner, and joining me, as always, Matthew Pelton.
Woo! Hi, Nick.
Hey, how's it going?
I missed you.
I missed you too. It's been a while.
It's been like over a month, I think.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, which is insane. Like the second we hopped on the Zoom, I was like, I miss his little face. That's my Nick right there.
I know, we're coming up. We're coming up on a semester, so...
Yeah, going to senior year.
Yeah, it's
which is
freaking
wild,
me out, man.
I know.
I've been having these just life epiphanies recently where I'm just like, oh god, I'm a senior. This is freaking me out.
Yeah, we only got 2 more semesters of this, and then it's game over.
Yeah. Well, okay. If all goes to plan for me.
Well.
Because I'm behind, but it's okay. We got this.
It's a good point.
Yeah, so should we kind of preface the audience with the recording?
This
like
whole
in what
nightmare
order?
process? Yeah, we probably should.
Okay, so it is now August 27th, 2023.
Yeah.
And we are recording this after the open season episode. And I believe this is coming out after open season.
Yeah, it should be
but
after
the
open
Fred
season.
episode with Maddie has not been recorded yet. We are working on that, and that will be coming out first. So you've already heard that, and you've already heard open season.
Open season,
so that's
yeah.
where we're at. But I believe the last time we spoke was like a month ago.
I think so, yeah.
So how has life been since that? Because that was like when you just finished your... I just re-listened to the episode because I was trying to figure out where we were at. You had just finished your internship with the editing internship.
Oh, yeah.
It was like that day.
Yeah.
So since then, what have you been up to?
Okay, so since then, turns out I did not finish the internship.
Oh,
well, because with that day, I finished the video and I sent it in, and then she hit me back with like tons of notes.
What?
She's like, hey, you're not officially done until like I approve of the video.
So I thought she like sent a breakup text.
I thought she did too. So she sent this really nice message. Then a message like the next day was like, oh, by the way, you have to fix 20 things. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I eventually do it. And then I don't know if it was on purpose. Like she was kind of milking it because she knew it was the last video.
Oh, God.
But my internship basically ended like 2 weeks ago, not a month ago.
Oh, my God.
She just kept hitting
Took
me
you
back.
2 weeks?
Dude, it was crazy.
What was the video about? Like,
It was all about chord inversions, which I still don't know what those are because I just don't know music.
Sick.
But it was basically I would finish the video, and let's say the first video was like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
She'd then be like, hey, can you add this extra 2 minutes worth of content to it? And like I couldn't, like I guess I could have said no, but like I was like, I'll finish strong, like I'll just finish the video.
Sure.
So I would add the 2 minutes, and she's like, we'll change this and this and this, and then I change it, and she's like, actually, can we add this as well, which is like an extra minute of content. So she just really milked that video for all it's worth.
That's
so
crazy.
It's easily the best video I've done, but the internship lasted way longer than it should have. Like I kind of got nailed.
Damn. But now you have it for your portfolio, which is good.
It's on my portfolio. Yeah. It's on my LinkedIn. Like it looks cool that I did it.
Yeah.
So that's done. Yeah, internship's done. I'm out of Dorchester. I'm out of Boston. I'm back in Connecticut.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw your background.
You recognize
I was like,
my house.
Where are you right now? I was like, oh.
And I think I said this on a different episode, but I'm going to Boston tonight again.
Yeah.
I'm recording this, packing, then going.
So are you going to your apartment?
Yeah, I'm going to the apartment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I think 2 people have moved in, and we're still waiting for like 2 others, not including me, I think.
Got it.
So yes, I'm going up, and then school starts September 5th, I think?
Something like that. It's the day.
It starts soon.
The Tuesday after, so it's a week from Tuesday.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, because it's the day after Labor Day, I think. And that's Monday. Right. A week from Monday.
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh my God! Wait, it's Sunday right now. Because I like on my end, I feel like I got okay. So basically, for those listening, obviously you can't see where I'm at right now, but I am home in Connecticut, which I believe this is the first episode of the summer sessions where I'm not in Florida. I think.
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure.
Then that might be. Oh, yeah, because we might have just waited for you. Oh, yeah, because we started the movie, you went to Florida.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been home for like a week now, and it feels like I've been home for 5 minutes, and also for like 2 months. Because
dude, I feel exactly the same way.
Like when you were just like, oh, school starts soon, and then I look up and it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Like and I move in Friday. That's horrible. I don't want to even think about
wild?
that. But yeah, it's ridiculous. But for me, since the last time we've spoken, really it's been a lot of just really bonding with the people at work and trying to like make those memories before I left. And like they're the coolest fucking people in the world. Like I am so happy that I met them. Yeah. And I'm so happy that I met them, and it was such a nice like last few weeks there. We spent a lot of time together, me and my coworkers. And yeah, it was just like going to the parks and hanging out. I had all of them at my apartment one night, and we all just like.
How big is your apartment?
Yeah, I mean, it's all of them being like 10 to 15 people. It wasn't like a massive like blowout party,
but it wasn't like crammed like you guys.
No. Yeah, it was fine. We had like I mean we had like the L couch, so we had like people there, and we had like the chairs, and yeah, it was totally fine. But yeah, they're super cool, and most of them are ICPs, which is International College Program. So now some of like my closest friends are from like Mexico, France, the UK, Canada, like all over. Yeah, and so like all of them, and you know, I'm very lucky in saying this, but all of them were like, dude, if you come visit, like you have a place to stay, you have food, you have like a tour guide, and all this stuff.
Isn't it?
It's the best. Yeah, so I've like been looking for flights to go see them because I miss them so much, and I also just want to go abroad and see people. Yeah,
because that's always the coolest. Like, because the high school I went to is kind of the same thing. There's a lot of international students that went there. Yeah. So again, I have like great friends in Germany, Turkey, like kind of all over the place. So I've always had that opportunity, like, dude, I want to go to Turkey and just go visit like my crew. I have like 4 people down there. It's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah,
it's so nice. Yeah, it's so cool.
That was pretty much it. And then I packed up. I said goodbye to Maddie because she's there till January. And because she's in entertainment now. She switched. She like extended in a different role.
Oh, okay. And now so is it still like part of the program, or she have like a job?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's still a college program, but it's an extension from August to January.
Okay.
So she'll be there through the holidays, which is super dope. But yeah, so I left, and then I met my family in Myrtle Beach, and we were there for a week.
Nice.
We did our vacation, and then now I'm home. I've just been kind of sitting around, getting caught up on work.
Yep.
And doing school stuff. I finally got my 5th class because, as you know, and I don't know if anyone else that listens to this even knows this, but because I'm behind because of my internships, like in classes, I'm trying to make up classes to graduate on time. So what that requires is for me to overload on classes last semester, which I did, this semester, which I just got my last class, and then next semester, and take a winter class. Because for whatever reason, because I was technically a sophomore when I worked at the Tonight Show, even though I was a junior, they didn't count it at all for credits, which is so stupid.
Yeah.
But I figured it out, and I also found housing, which thank Christ.
Hey.
I'm in Piano Row, which I've never lived there. So
yeah, but it's the one place we've never lived.
I'm excited to kind of have that, like. That entire street I will have lived on.
Yeah, you've done every single housing opportunity. Yeah.
Except for Paramount, which thank God.
But that doesn't even really count. No one's counting that.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. And now we're here. We are like a week out from school starting.
Which is horrifying.
Also like 3 weeks out from being back in the studio, which I'm excited about.
That's true. Dude, WRS is coming back. We're going back live.
Whoa, I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Oh my God.
Did you just say WRS?
Dude, the summer broke me. The summer broke me. I'm sorry.
You mad man.
Cut that. I'm in so much trouble.
Oh my God, no.
WECB, the better one.
Yes, the underground sound of Emerson College is coming back, and I'm so excited.
And that's
like, pretty much been it.
The one thing that we've kind of been working on together a little bit, though I'm getting a little worried that I'm not going to be able to finish it all in time. Because I don't know if I've talked about it on the show. because we haven't officially announced anything. So I won't say names or I won't give any specific details. But me and Nick are working on 2 projects that we're trying to get done in senior year.
Yeah.
And one of them is a traditional short film that we've done now twice, and the other one is kind of like a 5-episode miniseries, which is pretty ambitious for both. And the goal was to get all the scripts done before the summer ends.
Yeah.
And that's a week from Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah,
what are we doing? Because I know I've read 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 that are fully done for the show.
Yeah.
There's a third one that the intro hasn't been written, but the episode is finalized.
Okay.
And then there's 2 where the episode itself hasn't been finalized.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the writers. And then the short film that I'm writing is currently on draft 3.
Okay.
Though I also haven't finished draft 2, and draft 3 is a big mergence of draft 1 and 2, if that makes sense at all.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So it's all close, but we're really, you know what I mean? We're getting to the end here.
We have a week and a half to figure it out, but I'm sure we will. And also if we take the first week and just together just go for it, then we should be fine. Or collaborate with the other writers and all that stuff and kind of just set deadlines, then we should be fine.
True, because the miniseries also we have more time anyway. Yeah. The short film, again, without giving details, is one that kind of has to be shot either late September, early October. Mm-hmm. So, the sooner I get done, definitely the better. Because either way, we're going to have to kind of rush pre-production a little bit. Right. But I think, again, if we sit down and just make a timeline of stuff. Mm-hmm. Isn't this fascinating? Isn't this so cool? Hearing the stress of making a short film.
Hey, but you know what? We're going to look back on it just like I looked back on my first week. When I was like, oh God, I'm not going to...
You're going to kill someone.
Yeah. And then turns out I'm done. And I didn't even get 1 safety reprimand.
Yeah, that you're willing to admit.
That I'm willing to admit. No, I didn't even get 1. I was actually really grateful because a lot of people that I know got 1.
Oh, really?
Or were close to getting nailed? 1. Tons. Yeah.
Wait, close to getting 1 or they got 1?
Both. I mean, depending on the person.
Well, fair. Yeah, fair.
But yeah. It was crazy
now,
to watch.
But by safety reprimand, what does that actually mean? How big is the screw up?
Yeah, so basically in Disney, it's if you get 1 safety reprimand, that's kind of like a slap on the wrist, but it's also on your permanent record card. Ooh. Which means that I'm pretty sure if you get a safety reprimand and you apply to another job, you can't apply to a safety critical role. So it's a pretty big slap on the wrist. I'm pretty sure. Now, I'm not speaking on behalf of the Walt Disney Company just for, the internet's sake. Yeah. So I'm fairly certain. But I think it's either a second safety reprimand and you're fired, or a third and you're fired. It's really it's so hard to get. Joke. It's hard to get them to get to a point where you get termed. Okay. But in a safety critical role, especially in attractions, especially for our ride, it's if you send a lap bar that's up, that is a problem. So that's a big thing.
How about what's more common, getting a warning that you're going to get a safety reprimand or getting the safety reprimand itself?
Again, it's so situational because if you send an up lap bar, but you catch it yourself, it's usually okay, they didn't make it that far. You caught it. You know what you did wrong. We're just going to give you a warning.
Yeah. Don't
but if you send it, you just don't even acknowledge it and then someone else catches it or it makes its way onto the track.
Yeah, there's a problem.
Then there's an issue. Okay. I'm not going to name names for their sake because I love them so very much and miss them a lot. But there was a person I knew that worked there for, I think, 5 days. And after 5 days, she sent 2 up lap bars in 10 minutes. Ooh. And then she got safetied out, which meant she got transferred to another role because they were 5
days.
Yeah, well, she did her training, and then in 10 minutes she got 2 reprimands and got booted. Yeah, but they liked her a lot, and she was a really, really cool person, and she was really good with guests, and she was a really good cast member. So they were like, "Hey, it's not obviously you did something wrong, but we're not gonna completely fire you for it." So we're just going to send you over to a different attraction that's easier to, there's no lap bars. It's a show. Okay. So, yeah, they liked her a lot. So it actually worked out, for her. But it was hard to watch.
Was it Maddie?
Was it Maddie?
Yeah.
No. No. If Maddie and I worked at the same location, that would be we would be unstoppable.
These safety issues left and right. You could never.
Oh, left and right. Yeah, no. They could never put us at the same position.
Unstoppable.
Yeah. Those kids would be flying out the car left and right. It'd be horrible. Anyways, yeah. So I'm excited to go back to the basement of Anson.
I am too. I miss
get back in front of a mic, get in person. But for now, we're here today to talk about a 2005 film. Another 2005 film. We'll get to that in a second. Zathura.
Yes.
A space adventure.
Which I did not know.
I did not know that either. Yeah. And I wrote my notes and I had to add it because I was like, ooh, what?
Yeah, that's like the title is not just Zathura.
No, it's Zathura: a space adventure.
Which I don't think anyone, probably including the actors and crew, have ever called it that.
No, I'm sure that Jon Favreau doesn't even call it that either.
Probably not.
Which, by the way, had no idea that he directed
Oh,
this.
Really?
Had no, like, when I saw his name because I was doing notes on production before watching the movie.
Okay.
And when I saw his name, like, directed by Jon Favreau, I was like, no, shut up. You're lying. There's no way.
Which, if people who don't know who Jon Favreau is, he's done what? Elf, Iron Man 2, The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Am I missing any big ones?
He also
Jungle Book. I mean, yeah, Jungle Book.
Jungle Book.
Yeah,
live action Jungle Book and Lion King, and he plays Happy
in Iron Man and the Avengers movies. Yeah.
He's huge.
Huge.
Yeah. So because this is your pick this week, do you want to start with childhood stories? Because I know that this is one where when you mentioned it initially for it to be on the list, you were like, I have a strong connection with this film.
Yeah, Zathura was a big one.
Okay,
so my memory of Zathura is one, I couldn't picture where I watched it. If it's 2005, it was probably around the era we were just going to any movie anyway.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance I saw it in theaters. I know we owned it on DVD because I know I've watched this like dozens of times.
Mm.
Like it was like a once a week, possibly twice a week. Hey mom, can you put on Zathura?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a big one. And then my other memory of Zathura, and I might be confusing it with Jumanji, which we'll get into in a second.
It's pretty easy to do that.
Yeah, they're one and the same. But my memory is I know we had the board game of Jumanji itself.
Okay.
And when I was a kid, my dad bought it, and then we went to go play it, and I refused to play because I was so scared.
I was gonna say, are you like 7?
Yeah, I was young.
No. Are you 7 right now?
Oh yes.
And you just got trapped in Jumanji, and you came back, and now you're 21.
Nick, check this out. The game was real. No, but I was like literally crying. I'm like, Dad, please don't play this game. Like, you don't understand. Please, please, please.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, let's play it. And, obviously we got trapped in the jungle and, all shit broke loose. But I also think we had Zathura. I think we had both.
So that was also a board game.
Yeah. I think it was also a board game. And I totally could be wrong. I could look it up and sure enough, they never made it. But my memory was also a board game. And my memory was we went to go play it. And the game itself was nothing like the game in the movie because in the movie it's like these metal pieces. Like the game's pretty elaborate. Like it's a pretty expensive game. But the actual one's like a cheap plastic thing.
Sure.
And I also think I refused to play it. I don't think I've ever played Zathura to this day. It sat in our game closet for like 12 years. I never played it once. Because I was so horrified.
You hated it. Did you play? You played Jumanji though.
I eventually came around to Jumanji. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang. That's insane. So this was a big one, not only for the movie but also the board game.
Also the board game. Yeah, this was a big thing of fear as a child.
Yeah. That kind of leads into my story because same.
Was it really?
I never saw this in theaters because I was too young and we weren't like going to movies often at that time. But this was one, like I say, every single episode where we got the DVD because we were going camping. It was around Halloween time. I do remember that. And so I was just like generally, it was like fall. I was a little scared of everything. Spooky season.
Yeah.
And I think we maybe watched it once in the camper. And then I never, ever, ever watched it again because I was
horrified.
I remember being scared of it, but I don't remember why. And then when rewatching it, I was like, nothing here rings a bell, but I see why I was scared by it. Like, it was all dark and gloomy and spooky and whatever.
Yeah.
But every time I think of this movie, I think about that trip and just kind of how I felt watching it, but I don't remember a single thing from the movie. Didn't know who the actors were, didn't know, like, forgot that it was a Jumanji spinoff, spoiler alert. Forgot, like, everything about it. I just remember getting the movie, and then every time I looked at the cover of the DVD, I was like, that's a scary film.
Like the floating house?
Yeah, it still sits in my basement to this day, the DVD, and I've yet to watch it since. And, like, I forgot I had the DVD, so when I went to go watch it, I just pirated it. I just turned it online.
Yeah. I mean, so did I, but...
Yeah.
Listen, we're broke college kids. This is the best we can do,
hey,
okay?
Honestly, yeah. If the FBI is listening, please don't.
Put it on Hulu. It's not our fault.
Yeah, honestly. Jeez. It's Jon Favreau. What are we doing?
Yeah, come on. Enough of this Prime $3.99 nonsense.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, so I guess it kind of rings true for both of us that we were a little scared.
Yeah, this was a horrifying film.
Yes. Going into production, I found a lot on the people behind this movie. And they're very much, and this has happened a couple of times with a few people, almost everyone, and I'll get into this, but almost everyone that worked on this film has worked on or is related to this show, like, in some way.
Dude,
like,
this is our
crew. This is our crew. So firstly, like we mentioned before, directed by Jon Favreau.
Yeah, huge name.
Right. Huge name. Now, it's this movie is based on a 2002 book written by Chris Van Allsburg, who is also the author of the 1981 book Jumanji.
Isn't this kind of like a big to Jumanji, like the book itself?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
But this is like, it's not. They didn't want to promote this as a sequel, so they were just like, oh, it's a spin-off, like, of the universe.
Yeah, because I remember I watched a trailer for it. Because I was also just doing a little bit of research myself, and I think in the trailer it says, like, a new adventure in the Jumanji universe.
Yeah. Like they didn't want to be like, oh, it's Jumanji 2. It's like a separate thing, but then you rewatch the movie and you're like, what? This is the
Jumanji.
Same.
Yes.
This is just Jumanji. Like, it's literally,
Jumanji
exactly
in space.
Jumanji. Yeah. So, the screenplay was written by a guy named David, I think it's Cope.
How do you spell it?
Koepp.
Okay.
Cope. Anyways,
sure.
It's yet another episode of me butchering your name. But David, he also wrote this. So he wrote the screenplay for this movie.
Okay.
He was also the writer of the screenplay for Jurassic Park,
Oh.
Mission Impossible,
Whoa.
Spider-Man, and most recently he did Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Wow.
Yeah, big name.
Yeah, also a big name.
Yeah, he's also one of the writers. The other writer basically has done almost nothing.
Oh, cool.
So it's this dude that has done, like, these massive films. This guy who, like, doesn't have much, like, of note. Like, they co-wrote it. It's interesting.
Two wildly different characters coming together to write this thing. Also kind of interesting that it wasn't Jurassic Park also based on a book?
Yeah.
Okay. Just kind of a little,
Yeah.
I sense a little habit growing.
Book adaptation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cinematography. Now, here's where we get into the Greenlit extended universe.
Okay, yeah.
The GEC.
Put that on a shirt.
Yeah. So the cinematography is done by a guy named Guillermo Navarro, who shot Jackie Brown, Stuart Little, Hellboy, Pan's Labyrinth, the Twilight films, and most important to our show, Spy Kids.
Oh, now, he did do Spy Kids.
He did Spy Kids.
He's back.
He heavily works with Robert Rodriguez and Guillermo del Toro. Those are, like, his two guys.
Because you referenced a couple Del Toro films in that, like Pan's Labyrinth and stuff.
There's a bunch of other ones that he's done with Del Toro and also Rodriguez, but for our show, Spy Kids is the big one. So he shot Spy Kids and he shot this movie.
Also, two wildly different film creators.
Right, but if you look at, like, the cinematography, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, not trying to rag on Spy Kids, but a little ragging on Spy Kids. It does look much better than Spy Kids.
Yeah.
I think also, like, and again, I don't know if you have, just a quick little note, because something I found, but I don't know if it's in your notes already, but I know a lot of the effects for this movie were done practically.
Yeah.
Which I think is why, like, a lot of it, in my opinion, holds up. Like, the robot, and then the Zorgons, like, the aliens, were all, like, real puppets and creatures. So that might be why it looks so much better than Spy Kids, because Spy Kids was purposely all this nonsense
it's
3D
Rodriguez.
stuff. Yeah, it's Rodriguez going crazy. So you're right, I can kind of see it, but this one I think definitely does look much better than Spy Kids.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this film was edited by a guy named Dan Lebenthal, who is he's a major Marvel editor. So he did Iron Man 1 and 2, Ant-Man, Thor, The Dark World, Homecoming, Far From Home, and basically every single project that Jon Favreau is involved with.
Damn, yeah.
Because he also edited Elf. So, like, he's a big Favreau editor. That's, like, his guy.
Kind of hand in hand.
So it is pretty cool just, like, seeing people like that, like the editors, those cinematographers that kind of stick with their people
on board,
as they kind of grow, which is dope. Now, finally, the score was done by a person, and if you don't know this person, I will explain who it is.
Okay.
But he's back for a third time. No, a fourth time. This is his fourth appearance on the show. A guy by the name of John Debney is back for his fourth time. He has done Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Spy Kids, Chicken Little, this, and 80 for Brady. This is the guy.
He did 80 for Brady, bro.
This is the 80 for Brady guy. He's been recurring on this show for like months now. He has done everything that we covered. I cannot. When I read that, it was like all. You know how like on Wikipedia, it's like all like the blue hyperlinks, but then it's purple if you already clicked on it. So like there were 3 that were just purple because I had already clicked on it, and it was Chicken Little, Spy Kids, Shark Boy, and Lava Girl. Now this, and then 80 for Brady.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
Why do we have? Is he? Okay, I know we keep saying Robert Rodriguez is our white whale, which is so true. But is he basically? I think he's up there at this point in the same league.
Well, I feel like he's also more accessible.
Well, that's very true.
I think we need to reach out to his agent. Genuinely.
Here's what I'm thinking. I think for the last episode of senior year, we should do 80 for Brady, and we should have him on as our guest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
We do because you're right. This is his 4th time popping up.
I know.
This is ridiculous.
We're gonna make him. He's gonna be in the 5-timers club once he does 80 for Brady.
We're gonna send him a little robe. It's like 5 timers.
Yeah, literally.
What the fuck is this?
So moving right along, the funniest note I think I have in here is that the budget was $65 million.
Okay.
Which is, pretty average. The gross for this movie worldwide was $65.1 million.
Oh no!
So it made $100,000 more than the budget.
And that's like no marketing or anything.
Exactly. Yeah. I was gonna say it lost money, but it's so funny.
Oh no!
Its budget was $65 million and it grossed $65.1.
That lost so much money. That's so
Which is
bad.
So sad. But like you said, most of this film used practical effects because Favreau wanted to make it feel like the first Star Wars. So that was like his big inspiration so a lot of the ships he used were miniatures. Yeah. And he shot a lot of it practically. So that was like his big thing was I want it to feel like a space movie, but I want it to be all real. So we're not doing just VFX.
Which I guess when you say that, it does kind of make sense. Mm-hmm. This kind of Star Wars feel of it.
And I thought it was funny because this is a spin-off of Jumanji. Yeah. But Favreau has like openly stated that he does not like the movie Jumanji.
Wait, what?
So he's the biggest reason why it was marketed as a spin-off rather than a sequel.
Because he doesn't like Jumanji?
Yeah, so he was like, let's put it in the universe, but I don't want it to be related to Jumanji other than that. Like, fuck that. It sucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's up with
and
that?
I think that's why it lost a lot of money, because it wasn't like, oh, this is Jumanji 2 or whatever, what that... like, their marketing, I think, it was kind of to its detriment.
Yeah, being like, it's in the same... It's almost like a little confusing.
Right. You're
like, it's just like, what's happening?
Yeah. So its opening weekend, it made $13 million. Okay. And during that same weekend, the weekend that it opened, a little film in its second week, so the second week that this film has been open, Chicken Little made twice as much as Zathura.
Dude, Chicken Little beat it in its second week?
Yeah, but by double.
Wow.
Like, it made $26 million in its second week, and Zathura made 13 its first week.
Well, you know what? Good for Chicken Little. Go Chicken Little.
Yeah, and also, that's 2 of John Debney's movies. He did the score for both of them.
He's competing with himself.
Yeah. And then the last thing on production, the film had mixed reviews, but it was praised for being a great film for kids. It kind of brought out the wonderment of childhood. That was, like, its biggest, like, everyone liked it for that reason.
Yeah, which is why I really liked it as a kid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it makes sense.
And that's all I have for production. Now, when I said this was another movie from 2005,
oh yeah,
it is implied that there will be no summer songs this week, unfortunately, because this is the third movie of the summer sessions that has come out in 2005, which actually kind of blows my mind. Robots and Hoodwinked were the same year, and Chicken Little, obviously.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's Greenlit.
That's not summer sessions.
Greenlit traditional.
OG Greenlit.
But yeah, Robots and Hoodwinked came out in 2005, which actually,
wow, no
it
shit.
kind of blows my mind that this is our fourth film over, what is this now, 15 episodes?
I think so.
That is 2005. So it's almost like a third of our films that we've covered
are in
the same year.
It does kind of blow my mind because we ran into that so early. Yeah. But it is kind of inevitable because...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of year repeats. It's just because of... You know what I mean? Like, that's
it's
when we were young.
Years.
Like, yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. But to have, what you say, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty shocking. That's a big year.
Yeah, definitely.
05 is where it's at.
Yeah. So hopefully next week, summer songs will return. We will see.
Hey.
But, yeah, because, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But going right into the plot, moving right along, we open the film Zathura. What was the colon? Zathura, a space adventure.
Yeah. What is this Zathura movie you're talking about?
Zathura colon a space adventure. I'm so sorry. So we open with pretty... I wrote this down because I thought it was pretty dope. Like, the graphics for the opening credits I thought were really dope. And I really like it. It was a strong start. That kind of shows, like, astronauts and space things and rocket ships, and it eventually turns into practical toys, and that's kind of where our film enters.
Which is, like... I'm probably going to say this a lot throughout the episode, but that's why I'm so stunned at how well this movie visually holds up. Obviously not all of it, but like stuff like that. The opening looks fantastic, even for like today.
Definitely.
It's definitely like because again, we've had a lot of movies where we start and immediately I'm like, you know what I mean? Like you're going to hurt through this one. But when this one opened, I'm like, okay, Jon Favreau, I see what's going on here.
Not knowing a lot of this movie's plot because I just didn't remember. I just remember the feeling the movie gave me.
You blocked it out?
Yeah. It was kind of the opposite effect. I don't want to get too much into final thoughts, but I started off by being like, ooh, this is really cool opening credits. And then as the movie progressed, I was like, oh, so it's just the same movie.
Well, yeah.
Again, just different a little bit.
We'll get into that.
So anyways, we start the movie with Danny and Walter, our two main characters. They're brothers.
Yes.
Walter is the older one, Danny is the younger one, playing catch with their dad. And Walter is a lot better at playing catch because he's older. He's 10. And I think Danny is 4?
Yeah.
4 years old? He's younger.
I don't know if he's 4. I think he's older than 4, but not by a lot.
Yeah. 6
Should we also point out who these guys are played by?
Go for it.
Because it's also a big cast. Let me make sure I don't split the names here.
The cast is dope.
Walter is played by a very young Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I saw him and I'm like, wait, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of like a big actor now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like such a little kid. It's so cute. And then the dad is played by Tim Robbins.
Yeah, which I didn't really pick up on until I was like, once he was out of the picture, I was like, wait a minute.
That was Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I like to think this is a sequel to Shawshank. That's my own mind canon.
Yeah.
Like Shawshank happened, and then Jumanji happened.
And then, and then he had kids.
He had kids.
And then
this hit. And then
he got the board game from prison.
Yeah. Which also we'll get into in a second there too, of like where this board game comes from. But I also like to think Zathura happened, then 20 years went by, and now the kid is now getting a job at Fazbear's Pizzeria, and Five Nights at Freddy's is now happening.
Sure.
That's my own. You can believe what you want. I know Jon Favreau loves Five Nights at Freddy's. That's a confirmed fact. Don't look it up. Just believe me. So I think they all go hand in hand.
Yeah, it was inspiration. They just kind of knew. They were like, we're setting this kid up to be in this movie. But yeah, so we kind of get the vibe that Walter, who's the older brother, he is just kind of better than Danny at everything. Like, he's more competitive. He's 10. He's older. He has like you know, he's just better at things just because he's a bigger kid.
Yeah, that's how it
But his
works.
dad, like, tries to calm Danny down, and he says that he has an incredible imagination and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and the dad is kind of shown as this over... Didn't you just watch the movie?
I did. I only just watched like 2 hours ago.
It's fine. That was a random, like, really specific note. But, yeah, his dad is shown... Their dad is shown as, like, an overworked man who's divorced.
Yeah.
And their kids just want to spend time with him. And what is he? He's like
He's a car...
like an artist, like a car designer.
I think he's a car designer. It never... The only clues
Concept
we get
art
to
for
his...
cars?
Yeah. The only clues we get is that he said, I also use an imagination when I work.
Yeah.
And then he has a bunch of drawings of cars.
Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah.
He has a pretty nice car when he goes off to work.
He has a nice car and the house is huge.
Yeah.
So we're assuming he's a very successful man.
Right. But he is divorced, and it doesn't seem like he spends a lot of time with his kids. Because the Walter, like, just kind of jumps on the couch and starts watching Sports Center.
Yeah, which every 10-year-old
just led to
does.
believe... Yeah, but it's just like... I don't know. They're both, like, longing for his attention, and I just feel, my heart is broken when he's like, I gotta go, and I'm like, no! But yeah, so the dad is going to the office for a meeting, and he wakes up Lisa, who is the older daughter, played by,
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart, yeah, I forgot her name.
Again, a young Kristen Stewart.
Young Kristen Stewart. And yeah, she's the older daughter who looks after the boys. But when she's woken up, she goes right back to sleep. Yeah, she's like, I don't care at all. Yeah, and Danny he looks up to his older brother and he wants to hang out with him. Yeah. And he just longs for that like brotherly attention and brotherly companionship. But but Walter isn't interested because he's quote unquote too mature.
Yeah. Now I will say, the one thing I give major credit to this movie for is the dynamic between the two brothers. Because I also have an older brother. Yeah. And there's like I think it's a little smaller of a difference. We have like a 2 to 3 year difference. In this movie, it seems like it's probably 4 to 5. Mm-hmm. But this is exactly what it's like. Yeah. Like when you're young. Like the older one being like, I'm much older than you. Shut up. You're annoying. I hate you.
Yeah.
Like kind of the pushing around. Like it is so it's almost scarily accurate. Where I'm like, this is probably why I love this movie. Because that's just my brother.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's scarily accurate because you were on Danny's end. And I was on Walter's end. Because I was the older brother.
You're the older brother.
I was the shithead that was like, I'm too mature. I'm cooler than you. But yeah, no, it definitely their dynamic is perfect, and also the casting of the boys like are literally perfect.
Yeah,
it's incredible. Perfect. Like they fit the roles so well.
Like it's almost like I was watching this movie and I was like, I wonder if they became like best friends after this.
I'm sure they did.
Because it really looks like I'm like I genuinely believe they are brothers.
Yeah, it's insane. But so, Danny is trying to get Walter's attention because Walter's watching SportsCenter and he's like, I want to play, whatever. And he's throwing a baseball at him, and then he's kind of like rolling it back, and then he eventually throws it at his head, and then Walter chases him around until Danny goes into like his little hiding space, which is, it's like a little elevator thing.
Yeah, which like
that like goes to a basement that like only I've ever seen in like rich houses in like the early 2000s.
I've never even seen. Yeah, that's the thing. I've only seen those little elevators, and I'm sure they exist. Little freight elevators, I think they're called. But I've only seen it in shows and movies.
Yeah, same.
I've never once seen that. Like I almost want to call. I don't think they've ever existed. Weird conspiracy theory. Have you ever? Anybody listening at home? So like 6. Have you ever actually seen one of those little freight elevators in any house you've ever been to?
And they're tiny. Like they're tiny. Only the kid fits in it. And it's like, I don't even know what it's meant for, because it just goes to the basement and back up.
I don't know. Like
Unless it's like to deliver groceries. Like, I don't know.
I get the only thing, actually, kind of. The only thing I know is that in the Goosebumps TV show, they had a haunted house with the freight elevator in it. And the kid upstairs would always make the maid put ice cream in it and send it up to him, because he was too lazy to go downstairs and get the ice cream.
Yeah.
So to me, those are ice cream delivery machines.
Yeah, and they're for rich people in movies.
They're for rich little snot-nosed kids in Goosebumps.
Exactly. Yeah. But so eventually, I think his brother like bullies him and like sends him down into the basement.
It's kind of cruel.
It's really cruel because he's just like, you're not coming back up, you baby. And that's the through line of this movie is he keeps calling him a baby.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're a baby. And Danny's like, I'm not a baby. Don't like say that. I hate that you say that. It's so annoying.
Which is what my brother would do.
Exactly. And I would do the same too.
There you go.
But so, it's a big scary basement, classic in a movie. Yeah. But he finds Zathura a space adventure, which is a board game.
Yeah.
And he makes his way back up to the living room and shows Walter the game. And he's like, all right, let's play together. But Danny starts to play the game on his own. And he's just like, all right, I'm just going to do it and see what happens.
Now, before we get into like what happens with the game.
Yeah.
I have so many Jumanji/Zathura questions.
Okay.
Because when it's never addressed why this game is in the house.
Yeah, which is a whole plot point in Jumanji.
Yeah, it's a big one in Jumanji. This one they never address. Like when the spoiler alert a little bit, when the dad comes back at the end, they never even be like, "Dad, what the hell was that?" Like,
yeah, and also like when they're talking about it to him, like because they're spewing it, and then at the end he's just like, "Oh, that sounds fun."
Yeah,
and he's not just like, "Oh, you found that?" Like it just appeared.
Nothing. Yeah, no problem. So where does this come from? And also like, who's making these games?
Yeah.
Who's making you?
Both
What's
of them.
going on?
Yeah.
Like, is there just like this one big evil company that's making? And if so, I want to watch that movie. Like, let's trace these down.
I agree. I think in Jumanji, it's just led to believe that there's only one of these games.
But there's not.
Right? Or no?
I think, yeah, it's all, I think. Like, I haven't watched Jumanji in a long time, but like, it seems like it's just this old, weird, cursed board game that gets passed down.
Ah, okay.
But then because of
find
Zathura,
it like in the dirt. Yeah.
There's now like, oh, there's multiple of these. So is this just like the devil's making board games? It's like screwing with kids?
I'm also curious if they meant to make it in the same, like if it's on the same planet Earth, if that makes sense.
As Jumanji?
Or if it's because it's like the same universe. Like I don't know, because like it's so weird now. Yeah, I don't know what to believe. But yeah, it is very confusing. You just have to believe it and just go with it. And also
like another question, because again, this like the more you think about it, the more like, wait, these board games are insane.
Yeah.
Is okay, so Jumanji not as much because you kind of see like the real world through like Jumanji's messing with the real world, where this one they're taken to space.
Mm-hmm.
But again, kind of fast forwarding a little bit, the house is literally brought into space.
Yeah.
So let's say I was a neighbor and I'm walking past the house. Do I see the house? Or is this literally happening? Or is this kind of all like they're weirdly trapped in this game? It's not really happening. It's happening in the game. You know what I mean? Does any of this make sense?
I think that specific question I think is answered by Dax Shepard, which spoiler alert, he appears, but we'll get to that.
Because that's crazy what happens.
Yeah,
to
that
him.
blew my mind.
Same.
But I think he has like an off comment of like, oh, we're in this game, or like welcome, like this is happening in this game, like we're still in the game. So I'm pretty sure it's like when they play, they're actually in the game universe, but like their surroundings in the game is like their house, like that's their spaceship.
So in real life, the house is still there.
The house is still there because when they come back, again, spoilers, when they come back, their house is like untouched.
Yeah,
like it's not destroyed.
So are there any like real consequences to this game? Because also, I guess you could also like question that with Jumanji, because it seems like as long as you keep playing the game, and sometimes it can take like 20 to 30 years to finish the game, like if you get really stuck. But if you just keep playing, you will eventually kind of like time travel almost. If you've been playing for like 30 years, you go back to like whatever body you started in.
Yeah.
So does that mean there's any real world, like nothing really happens?
No, except that you could just go missing forever.
Forever.
Like if you were to say, for example, I'm not saying that this would happen in either of the universes, but let's say, for example, you wish that your brother was never born, right? Like that could cause you to just be stuck forever. And like if nothing, like if you can't find a way to get your brother back, you're done. Like that's it, and your brother's part of the game, and he has to take a turn. That's it.
Yeah, then he's stuck. So if let's say no one ever plays the game again. I know we're really getting to like the nitty gritty of it, but it's just like
no, it's true. Yeah, it's just,
like these kept hitting. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, wait, like there's just so many rules here. So let's say no one ever played Zathura again, and he's stuck. Does in his timeline,
does his real body,
does his actual real life universe, does that keep going and he's just like a missing person, or is that like permanently put on hold? Because if he ever comes back, he's going back to where he started.
True.
So nothing would actually happen.
Because what it seems like in Jumanji is that I think that the people go missing. Yeah. And then they're magically just found. But it seems like they're missing for way less time than they're in the game. So, like, let's say they're missing for 5 days. That could be 30 years and they make it back, but they're in the body 5 days later. And they're like, oh, we found you. But then it comes up the question that, like, when they come back, they're exactly where they started. Like, no time has passed.
Because also, I think in one of the newer Jumanji films, whatever one has one of the Jonas Brothers in it, which I think is the next level. I don't remember.
Nick Jonas is in the second one. Yeah, Nick Jonas is in one of them, which
is insane. But my memory is he was a missing kid. Like, in the universe that's set up, this kid went missing 20 years ago. But I haven't seen that movie since it came out, but I think when he goes back and he gets saved, I think he goes back to little kid Nick Jonas, and then we go back to our kids, which is present day, and they see Nick Jonas as like an adult Nick Jonas, because he went back to like 80s or 70s whenever he was growing up. So he was never a missing kid.
I'm so confused.
Right?
We need to ask Jon Favreau. We need to get him on that.
We need to get him on. He's accessible.
Yeah,
that's an easy one. Yeah,
even more than Robert Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, I think we can get him down to the studio.
He'll come into Anson. We'll sign him in. They'll have to give him one of those sticker like badges, like
exactly
into the building. God, that'd be so funny.
But it's just like, especially because it's in the Jumanji universe, like, it almost adds more questions, and you're like, wait, like a lot of this. Not that it doesn't. No, it does kind of not make sense. I was about to defend the movie, but it kind of makes no sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
I mean, Jumanji doesn't either. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you just have to go in, similar to like an animated movie, and you're just like, you just have to let it play out for it to not be like, oh, this is like it ruins the whole movie. And, like, the logistics don't add up, and you're like, oh, fuck this sucks.
Yeah, you just can't think about like the details, because they like. You know what? I can buy a board game that sucks you into it and you're actually stuck in the world. Fine. But then when there's multiple of them and there's missing kids that get trapped here for years, but then they get sent back in time, you're like, wait.
Yeah.
Like, you're going too fast.
It's insane. Anyways, that was a good side tangent, because I think we just needed to get that out of the way.
Yeah,
because it's just crazy. Such a looming thing.
Yeah, it really is.
But so Danny starts to play the game, and this is really where like the real plot comes into play.
Yeah.
Although when I do talk about the plot, it's a lot of this happens, then it's solved, and this, because that's just the nature of the game. So just bear with me. So the first card. So basically how it works is they like turn this little knob, and then they hit the button, and then then there's like a number spins, and that's how many spaces their like spaceship moves, and then there's a card that pops out. Right?
Which is, so you know what, like,
just ground rules.
It is pretty, like, the board itself actually looks pretty cool. I think they do
the logistic, job. The actual board is pretty dope.
Yeah.
But so he pulls out a card, and it says that there's, like, a meteor shower. And Danny can't read. That's, like, a big thing.
Yeah.
So he gives it to his brother. He says, like, meteor shower. Take evasive action. That's, like, the thing.
Yeah.
So then they're like, what does that mean? And then, like, a little tiny... like meteor comes in through the roof, and they're like, what? And then they start raining through the ceiling
immediately,
but only immediately, and then but they're only in the living room, I think is the thing.
It starts only in the living room, which is strange,
very strange. But as a complete side I don't know what
now knowing the rest of the movie, why is it only in the living room?
I don't know. It makes no sense unless they're just like, oh, we can't destroy the whole house yet. That's their qualifier. But just as a general side note, because the one thing that I really, really did enjoy about this movie is the little quips that they have.
Yeah.
And like, for example, in this scene, one of the meteors goes through a vase, and then he goes, "Oh no, Grandma."
And that one took me a second too. I was stunned,
because then they don't even like talk about it again.
It's a little offhand. If you don't catch it, you don't catch it.
But then there's also another one earlier in the movie where Walter goes, "I'm in 4th grade. I have a girlfriend." Like remember when Dad said we need to grow up? Well, this is what it looks like. And he's like sitting on his bed and he's just like bored and he's just like,
cool,
I'm an adult.
You know? Yeah.
And he's like, I'm in 4th grade. I have a girlfriend. I'm mature.
That's how I just
like,
picture
I'm
you
older than
in
you.
4th grade.
Yeah.
That's just little Nick.
That honestly, yeah. But so then they open the door. And they realize that they're floating through space.
Yeah.
And they realize that the game dictates their reality now. Like, either they're in the game or not, or whatever's happening. They realize that, oh shit, the game is controlling reality.
Yeah. Now, also,
similar to Jumanji.
Weird.
Like, exactly the same.
It's a carbon copy of Jumanji. And also, a little weird, like, childhood side note is I had a very vivid memory of the house on planet Earth. Woody getting lifted up and brought into space up style. That is not in this movie whatsoever.
No.
I don't know what that is.
Did you... Maybe because it was kind of on the cover? Because it was just them, like, floating?
I guess. Like, when I thought of Zathura, that's the major thing I thought of. Like, oh, that's when the house goes into space. Nope.
That's crazy.
The thing
as soon as you said Zathura last time we announced it, the first thing I thought of was the puppets from Pan's Labyrinth. Like, just nightmare fuel. I don't know, because I think I just associate it with terror.
Yeah,
and like that
scary
Pan's Labyrinth, like that fucked me up more than I think any movie ever.
That's actually really valid.
But I just like I like kind of mixed up the two.
Yeah.
And now we'll get, because there are puppets in here that freak me the fuck out even to this day, but we'll get to that. But yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, the house never, like, they're just in space.
No, I just totally made that up.
Like, it's not even like, oh, they're like, they start lifting up. No. They're just like, it just teleports.
They open the door and there's Saturn.
And also, and also another thing, and this is kind of going forward a little bit, but it kind of stays throughout. There's no laws of physics when it comes to space. None. They can breathe, just completely fine. Yeah. Like, fires are totally fine. Yep. Like, there's no lack of oxygen.
No, I thought about that. Good. Yeah, because they walk outside and he spits and the spit goes up.
Yep.
Like it would in space, but then he's also not immediately getting demolished by space.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, then this is clearly not real space.
And also, he's not floating. Like, they don't float.
They don't float. They can walk outside and they're totally fine. Also, hang on a minute. God, this movie's driving me crazy. Okay, so because of those rules, you would think, okay, this is not real life space. This is Zathura space. Yeah. But they walk outside and they see Saturn. So they're like, okay, then this is real space. However, they then, later in the movie, they pull a card where the house gets really close to like what looks like a real life sun. But I looked it up. It's not a real sun whatsoever. They made it up for the movie. So is this Zathura space or is it not Zathura space? What's going on?
The lines are blurred.
The lines
you
are
start
so
in real
blurred.
Space and then you end up in Zathura space.
It just makes no sense.
Because also, like, then the spaceships come by and like they're just not a part of reality.
Totally,
like,
totally fine.
It's crazy. But it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna ignore all that and move forward and just accept that this is the reality that we're living in.
Sure.
But yeah, so they're again, they don't even question it. They're kids. They're just like, oh, we're in space. We can breathe.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like, they don't even know the physics.
Nope.
So they try and convince their sister, Lisa, that the game is real. But when they show it to her, the card they pull freezes her for 5 rounds. I'm pretty sure is the.
It says 5 turns. Now, I didn't count. But it seems like more than 5 turns goes past.
Yeah. It was either more or less, because it felt long, but it also felt fairly short. But that was also, I don't know.
That's also this whole freaking movie.
I don't remember how the turns went. But yeah, so she freezes. The entire bathroom she's in freezes. And then they realize the only way to make it out is to beat the game.
Yeah.
And
Jumanji
now, now Walter's like, all right, I'm in. Now he's getting competitive. Now he's kind of taking control.
He's like, let's go home. Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to win because I always win. I'm not a baby. I'm going to win this for us.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. But so the 2 boys, they draw another card, and Walter's tiny little robot, like, servant thing comes into the room. And it grows from, like, 6 inches to, like, 15 feet.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
And it attacks them, like, pretty viciously. Like, it
has, like, a buzzsaw. It's going to kill this child.
Both, yeah. It's going to slaughter both of them.
Yeah. And this is also one where, like, I have to give a little bit of credit because the robot does look pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty dope.
Yeah, and actually, I remember seeing like a little behind the scenes, and it's almost funny because it's literally this dude, and he has the robot head, the robot body, and then it's human arms and legs just running around. And he's almost like in this blue suit, and then the legs and arms themselves are CG, but the rest of the suit is like real.
Practical?
Yeah, it's all practical.
Oh, that's weird. That's also hats off to the people who did the CGI because
for sure
it's like seamless. You can't even tell.
You can't tell. It looks really good.
Yeah.
So major props, especially like the scenes where it's like in the basement and it's like kind of sitting still. Like you can tell it's a real thing they built.
Right.
Like it looks really, which also makes it more terrifying. But
yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, literally. But so Danny, he takes his turn in hopes that the robot would go away because it's still attacking them.
Yeah.
But the card he draws says that they are caught in a gravity field, like you were saying, of a sun that's not of this Earth,
not of
of this
universe, that we know of.
And the robot is still there chasing them, so it's just like a nightmare.
It's just part of it.
And also just a side note, their house is like ruined at this point. Like which in movies like this, it really stresses me out because like I know it's gonna happen. Like I know that like when you watch an Avengers movie, the whole city's gonna get taken down.
Yeah.
But like when a car is like just destroyed, or like a building is destroyed, or in this case like their living room is just like shot, like everything's on fire, and like everything's destroyed.
Yeah.
I get so stressed and I start freaking out, and I'm just like, oh, this is all precious. It's their home. And it like genuinely gives me anxiety.
Really?
It's horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. Like it every time in any movie, I'm like, I know it's a movie, but it's still.
Yeah. Well, I kept waiting for, and it didn't happen, which maybe is a good thing, maybe a bad thing. I'm not sure, but I kept waiting for like that kind of generic scene of like a whole wall gets removed from the living room. It's just space, and they're like, "Dad's gonna be pissed."
Yeah.
Which like didn't happen. Which like, I'm glad they didn't do that low hanging fruit. But also at the same time, it's weird that. From what I can remember, I don't think any character once expressed any concern about the house being destroyed.
Not once.
Not once, where they're like, oh, shit, like, this is irreversible damage.
I think the last time we did a movie similar to this was Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
And that one, they had that joke of like, oh, no.
Exactly.
Mom's going to be upset.
But at least it's something.
Terrible.
Like, it's a way to acknowledge, like...
I mean, sure.
Hey, the house is getting destroyed. And they should at least address it.
Well, right, because also, like, what happens if, like, they beat the game, they go back to Earth, and they just don't have a house anymore?
Yeah, like, the house is still destroyed. Like, they have no idea that's how it's going to work.
Especially by the end, it's, like, on its last. Like, they're, like, on a plank of wood, and that's their whole house. But, yeah, so Danny eventually refuses to take his turn, like, once everything kind of settles down from the robot and the sun and everything. Because, like, he's just, like, upset because his brother is treating him like a baby. And he's like, if you don't treat me like a baby, we can come to an agreement. Like, I'll do it. So they do. They come to an agreement. He's like, all right, I'll treat you like an adult. Like, I got you.
Yeah. Now, this happens, I think, a couple times in the movie, doesn't it? Where Danny's like, I'm too scared to play.
Yeah.
Which, listen, I know he's young. But every character knows that the only way for this to end is to beat the game.
Yeah.
So, and actually, it's kind of another... I feel bad because I feel like I'm interrupting every single plot point with,
No.
This
please.
doesn't make sense. This doesn't work.
No, you're right, though.
Yeah, but, like, they fully are aware that if they're not playing the game, then, like, they're just almost wasting time. So, there are so many moments in this movie where one of them's just holding it, and they're just talking, or they're reacting to something. And I'm like, dude, if you just speed run this, just go. Just keep playing.
Yeah, do it as fast as you can.
Like even when the Zorgons start attacking, if you just
draw the next card.
Yeah, just keep cranking. Just keep going. Like, what are you doing? Like,
as soon as you pull the card, read it. Just have the next person go.
You don't have to read it. Just throw it. Just keep going. Like, you see a robot go hide, play. Like they waste so much time.
It's insane.
Like the kid starts making macaroni and cheese at one point, and you're like, why?
I mean, I get it because I don't actually know how long this takes. And like, he's hungry, but like they're about to die. You can eat when you get
back home. Yeah. It's just...
Yeah. But so they eventually come to an agreement, and he takes the card.
Yeah.
And the next card they pull, it gives them. it's a visit by these aliens called Zorgons,
which
are later described as, and shown actually, as a like lizard alien like beasts. Like these
they would eat
terrifying
humans.
Monsters. Yeah, that's their thing, is they eat meat. And there's like a joke that it's like, oh, that's good. Like Danny's like, oh, that's good. They eat meat, and then another character's like, you're meat. Like you're gonna
meat,
die.
dude. You count.
Yeah. But so they start at first. You don't see them. So they start by attacking their house. By shooting them.
Yeah.
From their ships.
Like rocket after rocket after rocket.
Yeah. Again, destroying the
house.
So they play again. And their next mission is to rescue a stranded astronaut.
Here we go.
Who turns out to be Dax Shepard.
It's Dax Shepard.
Yes, he's back. And now, my thing with Dax Shepard is my whole life, like, I was like, okay, I know who this guy is, but I can never pinpoint where I know him from. He always just pops up. No, I don't think it is.
Damn.
But he just showed up, and I was like, maybe subconsciously, it like he just like got burned into my memory from this as a kid. Fair. And then when he showed up in whatever other movies he's in, I'm like, oh, okay, it's this guy. But I didn't remember that he was in this. I didn't know what his role was.
Yeah, my thing with Dax Shepard, like, it's such a strange thing with Dax Shepard for me, because I feel like modern day Dax Shepard, I think mostly, not that he does like cameos, but he has like little things and he pops up and you're like, oh, it's Dax Shepard.
Yeah.
I feel like somehow I missed the era where Dax Shepard was an actual actor.
Yeah.
Like, I saw Zathura, and then for me, he disappeared for 20 years, and now he's just Dax Shepard.
Yeah. He had a phase where he was doing, like, B comedy movies, but he became really famous because all of these B comedy movies he was the lead.
Oh,
and it was just, like, this era where comedies weren't, there were no real, like, A comedy. Like, there weren't, like, any major comedies. And he was just in all of the lesser comedies. So, technically, like, all the comedies he was in were the main comedies. And you were like, oh, this is...
It's just the only thing.
Kind of strange. Yeah, but, like, they're not movies that, like, people are rewatching. Or at least I don't think so. At least I didn't. But, like, you see him once and you're like, oh, okay, this guy was in this movie. He was the lead of Hot Fuzz or whatever. I don't know if Hot Fuzz is one of them. But...
No.
But I'm just saying, like...
That's a very good movie, yeah.
Yeah. But he was in, like, I think he might have been in a spin-off of Hot Fuzz.
I know he was in Chips, but that's also, like, once he was an established, weird Dax Shepard.
Okay. So that was, like, when he wasn't just an actor, he was, like...
He's Dax Shepard, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyways, he shows up, and he comes in the house, and, he helps defeat the Zorgons, at least the first time, so we think.
Yeah.
By turning off all the lights, and therefore hiding the house. Because the Zorgons, their thing is, like, they're attracted to heat, and they eat humans.
Now, this is another one where I got very confused.
Yeah.
And this is one of my last little side tangents, I promise.
No. Go for it. Yeah, please.
But we see this house is in space. What space? God knows. Only Jon Favreau knows where this movie's actually taking place. However, they have water, electricity, the gas works, the heating and AC works.
Everything works.
What's going on? I don't understand. Anything.
The logistics of this makes no sense.
Zero.
The house. Everything, but yeah.
Like, and like, again, it's such a little thing that, like, if it was just that, I'd be like, whatever, they're in a board game. But there's so many little things like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, it's too much. Where I'm like, okay, now this is just like, it feels like they haven't thought about it.
I will say, though, I think it's like if you do one, you have to do them all. Because, like, if they're able to breathe, but their water wasn't working, then...
That's fair.
Like, it would just be like this, but why can they breathe? If you're going to follow one law of physics, then why not follow every single one? Because then they'd have to, like, get spacesuits, and then none of the plot points would exist because their house would just implode on itself. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're...
I guess, like, with, like, stuff like that, yeah, that's true if you do one, you have to do all of them. But then when you have stuff like, okay, the gravity doesn't make sense and the water doesn't make sense, and also where's this board game come from, and also this time itself stopped, and also
just
like,
in general,
yeah, like there's just too many. There's too many. Like, what's going on?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's I get. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where you just have to go. All right, and then just go with it. Yeah. But so they send a burning couch, and this is a very important couch, I guess, to their family, because I guess it's like the dad's napping couch or whatever. But I guess like an important piece of furniture in their house. But Dax Shepard lights it on fire, throws it in space, and then again, it doesn't. There's no oxygen in space, but whatever, it's fine. It just stays on fire.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
That was the one time where I was like, oh my god,
what?
Like this is there's fire it can't exist.
It just does not function like that.
No, but then the Zorgons follow it and they're gone. So Walter tells Dax. I don't even know Dax's name. It's just Dax Shepard.
Well,
so
there's a reason we don't know.
Well,
Dax's name.
Yeah, right.
Wink, wink.
But so Walter tells Dax Shepard to leave, and Danny tells him to stay because his card told him to rescue Dax.
Yeah.
So that's like this thing is like Walter's like, I want you gone. It's just us. We got to finish the game. But he can't leave unless Danny tells him to, because Danny's the one who pulled the card to rescue the astronaut. Yeah. So eventually, Walter accuses Danny of cheating, and he moves Danny's piece back to where he thought it was supposed to be.
Right.
And then when he pulls his card, it says that Walter cheated, and then he gets automatically ejected.
Yeah, they go to kill him.
Which he gets just shot up into space.
They go to kill him immediately.
Yeah, he's done. He's dead. And then Dax uses his jetpack and he saves Walter, and it's all fine and good.
That one made me laugh out loud just to see this little kid go whoop.
I didn't even expect it. He just got shot up.
He did.
But yeah, so then that is the fifth turn because Lisa wakes up, and because she is unfrozen, and then so I'm sorry, we didn't mention this, but before they turned like all of the heat off, they turned all the lights off so that the Zorgons would kind of go away. But it's now 55 degrees in the house because central air still exists in space.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So she comes out of the bathroom. She's like, it's freezing in here. She has no idea what's going on. She's completely oblivious. So it turns it up to 80 degrees in the house. By the way, if you've ever been in a house that's 80 degrees,
dude, that's like boiling.
You're dead.
Yeah, you're sweating profusely.
Like 73 with a t-shirt and shorts on is miserable.
Yeah, that's hot.
In a house, like for heating. That's
80
insane.
degrees. I was stunned.
And then she takes a hot shower.
Like,
this girl should be dead, other than the fact that she's in space.
She's gonna pass out.
Yeah. But so then Walter, it's his turn again, and he gets a golden card. It's not just any card; it's a golden card, and he gets to make a wish. Which, at first, he's like, he gets into a fight with his brother. And then he's like, I'm gonna wish my brother to like. It seems like he's gonna wish his brother.
Yeah, because Dax Shepard's like freaking out.
Yeah, and he's like, don't do that, don't do that.
Which we think you're gonna wish, yeah.
Yeah. And so eventually we find out that he wished for a signed football by Brett Favre, who was a quarterback in the NFL.
Which come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And listen,
that was his wish.
That was his wish. And I know like the character's like, why didn't you wish for this game to be over? And he's like, I was under pressure. No, that's not good enough. Like when he pulled that card, I'm like, oh, so the movie's done. Like it's the first thing I thought of.
If I wasn't pirating it, and if I could check how much time was left, because on my TV it's weird, I couldn't check how much time. I was like, oh wow, this is a really short movie.
Yeah,
because I was like, oh, it's over, great.
Make any wish you want. Okay, I wish you were back home safe. The game was done. Like the end.
Yeah, literally could have been that or literally anything else.
And also, like, I don't know why. Like nowhere in there are no rules because this is Zathura, but like not once did any character be like, dude, wish for the game to be over. Like it doesn't say you can't tell him what to wish. Like just give him a nudge in the right direction.
Right.
Like I was like screaming at my computer like, just end it. The movie's over.
Yeah. So he gets the football. And then we find out immediately after that Dax has played the game before. Yeah. And this is kind of this weird Jumanji Robin Williams thing, where he got the same card as Walter, and he wished that his brother was never born. Haha, it's come back. I mentioned it before, but actually is a plot point in this movie. But yeah, so and he was stuck out there because he needed his brother to finish the game, but he wasn't alive. That was what I was joking about before. So his brother's turn, he couldn't play because he wished him to be gone. Yeah. And he was fighting with his brother, similar to how Walter and Danny
Very similar.
And yeah, nothing is going to happen with them. Anyways,
nope.
So they all agree to team up and finish the game, and the Zorgons destroy the living room because they sense the heat from Lisa turning it up to 80
degrees.
So Lisa comes down from her shower and she freaks out. This is the first time again, this could have been 10 minutes, this could have been 7 hours, but she finally comes down after sleeping, showering, and being frozen. And she freaks out. She's like, what's going on? And she's having this realization that, oh my god, they're in space. Or not. I don't actually know.
They're somewhere.
They're somewhere that's not, normal. But the Zorgons board the house, like, as their ship. Like, they get into the house.
Fully come on board.
So they start swarming the basement, and the only way to get the game back, because they lose the game, because when they destroy the living room, I guess Danny, like, left the board game.
Yeah, because he got all upset or something.
Yeah, and he threw it or something like that. And now it's in the basement, and the only way for the game to be finished is for Danny to go down the little elevator, the little freight elevator thing, to the basement and snatch it up and steal it back and finish the game.
It's also very important to note that Lisa, Kristen Stewart, finds Dax Shepard very attractive.
Oh yeah, she says his eyes are beautiful.
Eyes are beautiful. Like, I will stay with you for the rest of my life.
I'll do anything for you, sexy man.
Yeah. Now, that's that's not important later at all. That won't come up whatsoever.
Not at all.
In a couple minutes.
So, Danny is an absolute hero because he gets the board game back after dodging. Like, he gets onto the Zorgon ship because he realizes the board game is on there, and he swivels around a bunch of them, and he gets the board game. He's sneaky, but eventually the Zorgons see him and chase him, and then the robot that we thought was dead
comes back.
There's so many callbacks to this movie. That's actually what I did like. They brought back, like, they used the things that are in the game that we thought are gone to come back, like, a lot. And
yeah, that's true. This movie does get credit for that. It is pretty, like...
Yeah.
It's all, like, every card, like, has a reason for being drawn. It's all pretty, like, well done.
Yeah. But so then the robot comes back and saves them by defeating Zorgons.
Yeah, because he gets they draw a reprogram card. Robot gets reprogrammed to, like, save the kids that have killed the kids.
Yeah.
Because and he defeats all the Zorgons. It's a big moment.
Great.
Also,
wonderful.
I don't know if we might have pointed out already. I don't remember. The Zorgons look freaky as hell.
Oh, terrifying. I think this is why I thought this was Pan's Labyrinth, because the puppetry there and the puppetry here, to me, were very similar, I think, as a kid. And in my brain, I meshed them together, and that's why whenever I see the cover, I think of Pan's Labyrinth. Which is, like, top... Like, if you ask me what am I most scared of in my life, I would say Dying Alone and then Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay, so we're doing Pan's Labyrinth.
So terrifying. Yeah. Oh, I would love to. We could definitely add that to the list. I don't even know if I could watch it again, because I tried to watch it when I was, like, 18 during the pandemic, and I literally could not do it. Like, I was so scared of it.
We'll wait till, like, Maddie comes to visit or something. We'll watch it together. You'll be okay.
Sure. I'll have my crew around me.
Exactly. We got you.
Saving me. And then you'll hire someone to dress up and come in and scare me as one of the characters.
But like they do. The Zorgons look horrifying.
So scary.
In, like, such a cool way. Like, they do hold up. And again, if you look at the behind the scenes little, like, videos, it's literally like this big green lizard suit as, like, almost on the guy's torso, and then the actor's head is above it. And they kind of just CG that actor's head off.
Yeah.
And, like, make these, like, and just increase the height of them. But, like, they look terrifying. They have the little tongue flipping out.
Yeah.
And they're always shot in, like, the dark, and they're mostly, like, silhouetted, so you can't fully see what's going on.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
And for those listening, if you haven't seen them, Google them. Like, go on Google Images, look it up, because it's insane.
Look up Zathura, A Space Adventure.
Yeah,
you have to include that, or else Google's not going to know what you're talking about. Zorgons.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, magically, somehow, Walter gets another wish, a golden card, another wish, and he wishes for Dax's brother to come back. And you're like, oh, you idiot. Why would you not wish the game to be over, you fool? Like, you could have just ended the game, whatever.
He had a second chance to end it.
He fucked it up twice. Although this was more, like, for the greater good.
Yeah, it was, like, a very selfless act, but still.
Yeah,
like,
not for Brett Favre.
Oh, my God.
But so a duplicate of Danny comes back. And we find out that Dax is actually Walter from a different timeline. And that the reason why he kept coaching him into being like, don't get mad at your brother, don't make these mistakes, don't wish him to be dead, is because that's the mistakes that he made. And now he was stuck in space because his Danny was basically dead. Like, he was never born. It's psychotic.
It's bananas. And then also
and then they merge together. Danny and Danny merge together.
Yeah, Danny and Danny, and then little Josh Hutcherson and Dax Shepard merge together. And the way that happens is both the characters literally become stars, and then like you kind of see like the stars enter the little boys' bodies. It's like the strangest. Yeah. I was watching and I'm like, this took such a massive left turn.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? And also, did the movie just establish like multiple timelines now?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's just like Jumanji, but like
it's like way crazier than it's Jumanji on crack. This movie needs to be stopped. Like, this is insane.
Yeah, genuinely.
Like Dax Shepard when he turned into a bunch of stars and entered a child.
Yeah,
that's what happened in this movie. Like, that's not an exaggeration.
Not an astronaut, not Walter, but older. Nope. It was Dax Shepard.
It was Dax Shepard, the actor, turned into a bunch of stars and entered a child.
Yeah. So it's after the boys were merged with their alter egos. It's Danny's turn, but there are a swarm of Zorgons surrounding their house in ships. Like, it's an insane amount.
Yeah, they'll come back for revenge.
Yeah. And his card, he has to move 10 spaces to win. Yeah. And he rolls a 1, which sucks. But then he gets his card, and it says to move forward 9 spaces. Which, like, it couldn't have been more perfect.
So silly.
It's so silly. And then Danny wins. And this is like a whole big thing because Walter always wins. And he's like the big winner of the family.
Yeah, Danny
that was,
won.
Like, the whole big plot point. And Danny won. He did it. He finally won.
Now, also, little funny like thing to point out when he wins.
Yeah.
Because I know like Jon Favreau hates Jumanji. And like it's kind of like a distant relative of Jumanji.
Yeah.
But it was like a cute little Easter egg where he wins and then Danny does go, Zathura! Like he screams the name out loud.
Oh, I think I missed that.
Yeah, he says it out loud. I'm like, oh, that's a cute little Jumanji little Easter egg there. I like that.
That's cool. But I think similar. Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Jumanji the pieces go back to the start too, or no?
I think
I could have sworn they did. But anyways, their pieces go back to the start, and Walter and Lisa get like sucked into a black hole.
Yeah, because Zathura is a black hole. That's what Zathura is.
Yeah.
So it's legit. So the house gets sucked. We see 2 characters die. Like, all hell's just broken loose. Yeah,
technically 3, because one of them is 2 people. It's Dax Shepard.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, don't forget.
It's star Dax Shepard. But so then they transport back to Earth, and the game is over. The house is untouched. And it basically right back where they were. They're watching SportsCenter. Yeah. But they have like, their memories are the same.
Yeah.
So it's like Lisa remembers, he remembers, Walter remembers.
They all know what just happened.
They all know. So the dad comes home from work, and, they spew all this stuff. The dad's like, oh, cool. No explanation.
Nope.
And, yeah, and then all is well in the world. They're out having a catch in the front yard, and, it's like the full circle moment of, oh my God, like Danny can catch the ball now.
Yeah, now they're playing
now
catch.
Now they're playing together. Catch, Walter and Danny. And so the mom shows up, and Lisa comes out, and they're all going with their mom as if nothing happened. But then she was like, "Oh, like don't, like we don't speak of this," basically.
Well, okay,
and
that's basically No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and Walter kind of clowns on her because she was in love with an older version of him.
So that means
her brother. Incest.
I want people to realize the last 15 minutes of this movie this is what happens. Dax Shepard is shown entering a child as stars, and a girl wants to have sex with her younger brother.
But an older version of her younger brother.
An older version of her younger brother.
That's insane.
This movie is out of control.
It's absolutely wild. But yeah, and then they go off with their mom, and all is well in the world, and that's it.
Actually, what? Yeah,
I was gonna say, similar to Jumanji, but it's kind of one of those things where watching it as an adult, like knowing what PTSD is and like knowing what like trauma looks like in adults. They say like, oh, we'll never speak of this again, but that's almost detrimental to their health, and they're gonna grow up like. Tell me these kids are not traumatized.
You know
like,
what? Like,
they have PTSD already.
When I said there's no real life consequences, I take it back. They're traumatized forever.
The board game of Zathura, A Space Adventure, and Jumanji, like
trauma machines.
Just trauma machine. Yeah, they're killing people left and right.
Yeah, these two kids can never go back to their dad's house again.
No, never.
Never.
It's crazy.
Like, imagine especially the dad being like, yeah, kid, go get something from the basement. You're like,
no shot.
I think you just dropped dead.
Or, hey, buddy, let's bring up the groceries from the basement in the elevator.
In the freight elevator. Yeah. Guys, I found this old game.
Nope.
Also, put it down. No. I will say, because I don't remember, I feel like Jumanji did do it, but I kept waiting for, like, that little last scene stinger. Like, maybe the dad opens it and he's like, oh, what is this? Or, like, they pass it down. That was another weird kind of, I guess, complaint with the movie is they come back to real life and Zathura's just sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
And they never have a scene where they're like, let's burn this, let's get rid of this, what do we do with this? Where Jumanji, my memory is, I think they like send it down a river.
They throw it in a lake.
In a lake, and then the movie ends with like another family picking it up, and you're like, oh, it's gonna happen all again.
Yeah.
This movie, they don't do anything like that. It's almost like a rushed ending. They're never like.
Yeah.
They don't even tell their dad, hey, don't ever play this. Dad, where did you find this? Dad, why do you have this game? Like, nothing. It's just like, all right, let's go home. Let's go play catch.
Yeah, and they're playing catch as if nothing happened.
As if nothing happened. They're totally cool.
And then Lisa's like in the shower again, and she's like, "Oh, this is normal."
Yeah. She cranks it back up to 80.
Yeah,
it's nice and toasty in
here. I'm convinced that this entire movie is just them literally having a fever dream because she put it up to 80. Like, it's just all real life, but they're all just going crazy because it's literally just sweating it out. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the movie, and I guess going into final thoughts, for me, I liked it, but liked is, I use that kind of lightly.
Yeah,
loosely. I liked it only because it's similar to Jumanji, because I like the Jumanji concept.
Yes.
But because I was such a Jumanji kid growing up, and I watched it so many times, and I had like a little bit of, I'm scared of this movie a little bit. It almost felt like a ripoff of the movie because it's like literally identical.
It's just the movie,
except for the good plot points. Like it just misses on the major beats. Like it does the general stuff, but it misses on like the major like where they throw it into a river and another family finds it, or the kid's getting bullied, but he like makes his own shoe or whatever, like that. Whole like side plot. It's just like I feel like they miss a lot of the, and also it's hard to live up, for at least for me as an audience member, it's hard to live up to a movie that's exactly the same but has Robin Williams. Like he is one of my top 5 favorite actors of all time, like just hands down.
Fair.
And it's hard when it's almost exactly the same, set in space and not with Robin Williams. So it's just, I think for me, I thought the humor was really good, but it's just hard to compare the two, or hard to not compare to the two because they're just so similar.
It's the same thing.
And I think for that reason, it kind of fell flat for me.
That's fair. I think, again, you have a lot of plot things that just don't make sense. Like, a lot of them.
Yeah.
And the more you think about it, especially after watching the movie, the more you think about it, the more you're like, wait, what? Like, it's just, nothing adds up. And then, you're right, it's also like, it is very much a copy and paste job of Jumanji, but in space.
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely a worse copy and paste job, specifically for a reason that I almost forgot to even bring up, but it's worse than Jumanji for one big reason. And two, also, I know Jon Favreau was like, I want to make this feel like Star Wars. But one of the biggest problems with Zathura is it's only one location the whole movie. Yeah. Like Star Wars, it's missing that Star Wars feel because Star Wars is always planet hopping. In Jumanji, they're going everywhere in Jumanji. Like, there's a lot of different stuff. And this one is just a house. Mm-hmm. That's it. And after a while, like, seeing the house get destroyed, yes, is fun. But when that's just it for like an hour, I think it's an hour 40. This movie's close to 2 hours.
Yeah, it's 100 minutes,
Yeah, of just a house getting destroyed over and over again. It's missing that big sense of adventure of, like, this is a brand new world and stuff. It's not. It's just this one house.
Yeah.
And it almost gets stale after a while. Now, having said all of that, and I know I ragged on this movie for like almost an hour and a half now, I did actually really like Zathura.
Okay.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah. Now
that was more out of left field than the plot twist of Dax.
Now, it's very unfair because this was a big one growing up. So I have a lot of I remember a lot of it. I have a lot of nostalgia behind it. It very much reminds me of me and my own brother. Which you don't, like, you see brothers in movies, but it's so rarely so accurate. So, like, that was pretty cool. And I think it holds up well. The dialogue's pretty well written. It was funny. Yeah. I liked the characters. There was enough, like, bare essentials and nostalgia there that when I was watching it, I was like, I'm having a pretty good time.
Yeah, I agree that the dialogue is really well written. I think like you said, the basic plot structure and also the humor, I think... Yeah. It makes for this thing where I don't not like it, but if it had no association to Jumanji, then I would have really, really, really liked it.
Yeah, if Jumanji didn't exist, this would get so much more credit.
Yeah. So, is this the first movie that we, like, in a while that we, like, agree on?
Yeah, I think we do.
That's what it feels like.
It's usually the polar opposite. I think we agree for the first time.
Wow, this is incredible. It's a good feeling.
You know what? We're back. It's a good way to come back.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
One final thought about Zathura, a space adventure. I can't believe this got greenlit. It's crazy stuff.
We were close there.
I'll let it in. It's fine. It's fine. So, thank you all for listening. Now, I'm about to announce what we're going to do next week.
Yeah.
And I have not run this by you, but because it's my week to pick, I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm calling my shot.
Okay.
I've been talking about it for weeks. Tune in next week for the B movie. Jerry Seinfeld's claim to fame.
Going back to animated.
Yeah. I'm pumped. This has been on my mind for so long.
Yeah, I know it has.
And I'm really glad that we're going to get to do it.
Wait, hang on. Did you say Jerry Seinfeld's claim to fame?
That was it, yes. Yeah, it's his claim to fame.
It's true. It was B movie first and then Seinfeld. That's actually true.
Seinfeld. So
if you look that up, that's true.
Yeah. It's definitely not 2006 or whatever.
No, it was like 70. I think it was like 72 B movie.
Yeah. Right. Anyways, tune in next week for the B movie. We will see you then. Bye.